Greetings, Agent Ward. I've been asked to clear you for field duty. We've equipped you with a personal interface. Go ahead and deploy it. Good. It's a long way to the periphery. You'll want to be comfortable. Thank you, Agent. Now, you may have to navigate some hostile foreign environments. Make sure your equipment is calibrated properly. Check that your vitals are in order. They'll be displayed on your dominant arm. Excellent. Now I need to check your biosignature. Move to the navigational marker. Good. Now turn to face the next marker. Bio readings look good. Hit the button to exit the simulation. Good luck out there, Agent.
At the dawn of the 12th millennia, when the Galactic Empire spanned 25 million worlds, a mathematician named Hari Seldon predicted that the Empire was about to collapse and plunge humanity into 30,000 years of war and strife. He proposed a bold plan to establish a secret colony that would shorten those dark ages to 1,000 years. Panic gripped the Empire, and Seldon was brought before the Commission of Public Safety, a shadow organization even more powerful than the Emperor. They exiled him and his followers to a distant corner of the galaxy, hoping they would die out. It is 200 years later. You are an agent of the Commission, sent to the periphery to investigate the kidnapping of an Imperial royal. Few remember the name Hari Seldon, or his dream of building Foundation.
Welcome to the Periphery, Agent Ward. This array is all that stands between us and hundreds of barbarian worlds that think the Galactic Empire is weak and ripe for the taking.
The Imperium has kept the peace for 12,000 years. We should be signing treaties with these barbarian worlds.
I'm afraid our negotiating position is a bit dubious. The Empire is a shadow of what it once was. Just look at that array out there.
It's very impressive.
The Aegis array has never been breached. The shield towers can be instantly reconfigured to meet any threat. And yet, technology like this has all but disappeared from the Imperium.
Unidentified vessel, you have entered a restricted area. Identify yourself, or you will be destroyed.
I'd rather not broadcast our intentions over open comms. There's a clearance code in the locker in the back. Bring it here. The Periphery still uses touch-activated lockers. You'll need to slide your finger down the track to open them.
While you should certainly extend our deepest sympathies to the Viceroy, be prepared that she may try to use the situation to gain political advantage. Neria is an unrelenting opportunist who believes her daughter will someday assume the throne. Don't get outmaneuvered.
Good. Now input the code in that keypad. Thank you.
You are authorized to dock. However, I will be waiting for you at the hangar. You don't step one foot on my station until I know who you are, and why you're here. Major, lay us out.
At least we know the array is well guarded.
Indeed. Let's not let the good Major distract us from our mission. The Viceroy's daughter, Astoria Duran, has been kidnapped. We must get her back.
What can you tell me about the Periphery?
Most people here have never stepped foot on Trantor. seen the great city planet for themselves. To them, it's just some place that takes their tax money. You may encounter a certain amount of hostility from the local inhabitants.
The Commission's job is to maintain order across the Imperium. Isn't investigating a kidnapping a little outside of our purview?
This isn't just any kidnapping. Astoria is a high-ranking noble from a venerable house who was taken from one of the most secure facilities in the entire galaxy. Her disappearance doesn't exactly instill faith in the Empire's ability to safeguard its citizens.
Forgive me for saying so, but the idea of a shield wall in space sounds kind of silly. What's to keep ships from just going around it?
The Array is a mobile defense platform. It coordinates intelligence from across the sector, and its configuration and position can be instantly adjusted. Are you familiar with the strategy of previous enclosure?
I'm afraid not.
Previous enclosure was the favorite stratagem of Loris VI. By completely enclosing his foes, he could attack from any angle, and the enemy couldn't outflank him. The Viceroy is a direct descendant of Loris, and designed the Array to be able to deploy an enclosure on an attacking fleet.
We should get to it.
The autodock sequence will take us to the Array. But before we arrive, I have one more thing I want to brief you on. Follow me. There's a reason I chose you for this assignment. Your mentalic abilities will be invaluable to this investigation. I hope you've been practicing. Extend your senses to the world around you. What did it reveal?
You're happy.
Good. That was an accurate read.
Forgive me for saying so, but you don't seem happy.
Most people don't advertise their true feelings. In my case, I'm proud of you. You've come a long way from the young orphan I met in the slums of Billibotten. You're ready for an assignment like this.
Can I sense anyone's emotions at any time?
Right now, you can only sense emotions when they're in a heightened state. And it's limited to the most basic feelings. Anger, sadness, fear, disgust, and joy. Disciplined or focused minds can resist your probing. Just now, I lowered my guard to allow you to read me.
Where did these abilities come from?
I found the word mentalics in a historical database dating back to the early days of the Empire. It describes people who can sense and manipulate emotions, although it's unclear whether these abilities are innate or learned.
Can I learn new abilities?
Certainly. I have a few techniques I'll show you once we're in the field. I found you're better able to access mentalics when you're under pressure.
I'm ready.
Let's go. That lever will open the bay door. After you.
Docking successful. Welcome to the Aegis Array.
Ready?
Hands up!
Let's do as the good Major says.
You are under the jurisdiction of Her Excellency Viceroy Neria Durand. I don't know where you obtained that authorization code. But you will not take one step more until I can properly verify your identities.
You were right about him, Agent. He takes his duties very seriously.
What was that?
There's no reason to be afraid. We've come to help.
Me? Afraid? Oh, no, no, no. You're the ones who should be afraid. Sneaking on this station like common vagrants. Now place your hands on the scanner.
Do the honors, Agent.
Biodata identified. Agent Ward of the Commission of Public Safety. Issuing planet Trantor. Clearance level Prime.
The Commission? This has all been an unfortunate misunderstanding. An agent of the Commission. What an honor. I had no idea you were coming.
That was by design.
And you must be Commissioner Hambo, Baron of the Empire and Chief Counsel.
Commissioner Bo will do. We are here to assist with your investigation.
Of course. Well, in that case, let's move this conversation to a less public forum. This way.
You can't keep us detained here without an explanation. Why is the station on lockdown?
Mumako, Ambassador Huyuniyi. Everything is being handled as quickly as we...
Don't lie to me. Zoranel has no formal obligation to the Empire. We are complying out of courtesy. But this is insulting.
Ambassador, I give my deepest apologies. The Zor are very important to the Empire.
We might be a small system planet, but we cannot be ignored. One day, the Empire will regret pushing the periphery to the side.
Agent, do you mind selecting our destination? We're heading to the Threat Assessment Center. Apologies for being so circumspect, but we believe Astoria's abduction was a coordinated effort by a group of deserters, traitors from our own ranks. We suspect they had help from someone on the senior staff.
Perhaps we can help you root out your mole. Agent Ward has talents that are useful in this regard.
Oh, well, that would be most gracious of you. I heard you were a fair-minded man, but
Enough
I didn't.
flattery, Major.
Yes, of course. Our 3 suspects are in attack at the Threat Assessment Center.
Ward, I'll be on comms and walk you through the investigation. Do we know why the deserters kidnapped Astoria?
Well, I would guess they're angling for ransom.
I wasn't asking for a guess. I asked if anything was confirmed.
Ah, then... no, nothing confirmed. I must say, it is an honor to host such esteemed members of the Commission. You know, if the Emperor ever had a desire to visit...
The Emperor is very busy.
Of course. I didn't mean to assume anything less. We have an impressive array of amenities, if you'll pardon the pun. Perhaps you would like...
No, thank you.
Yes, very well then.
Honored to have you aboard the Array.
Leos gave us 3 suspects. To start, find Dr. Elena Ulrich, head of astrophysics.
Unless you're here to review my findings, I'm too busy to talk right now.
Where were you when Astoria Durand was kidnapped?
Where I always am. Right here.
Did you see anything unusual?
Well, Dex, our quartermaster, was actually focused on his work instead of nattering on and on, which was unusual. But aside from that, nothing.
Why so angry, Doctor?
Well, for starters, astrophysics is pitifully understaffed. And the few people I do have keep getting appropriated for things like Captain Serana's ill-fated recon trip.
Tell me more about the missing technician.
Specialist Soledad Attis, one of the best hyperspace engineers on my staff. You'd have to ask Captain Serana about the mission. All I know is I'm down another technician.
Why is the astrophysics department so understaffed?
It's not just the Array, it's galaxy-wide. The pool of scientists versed in Olanian hyperspace theory grows smaller every day. And that's before the captain started misplacing my technicians.
What are these findings you're referring to?
Only potentially catastrophic readings from the neutron star outside. Energetic proton levels are elevated 400% and we're detecting diffuse shock acceleration.
What could that lead to?
All manner of calamity. Coronal mass ejections, super flares, amplified wave particle interactions. I've been trying to warn people, but it's like shouting into a gale.
I should go.
Maybe while you're reporting back to the Commission, you could pass along some of my concerns.
Will do.
Thank you.
The doctor had good reason to be angry.
I agree. Let's see what Captain Indu Sarana has to say. Start by trying to read her emotions.
Request denied, Captain. My daughter was abducted from right under our noses. Until she is home safe, I need every available ship to continue the search.
I'm not getting much of a read.
Then you must try to penetrate her thoughts. Use what you heard to interrogate the captain further.
A member of the Commission? It's an honor, Agent. Captain Indu Sarana, at your service. I'm afraid I won't be much help to your investigation, though. I wasn't on the array when Astoria disappeared.
Captain, I hear you want to end the search for Astoria.
Where did you hear that? I don't want anything to happen to Astoria. But all other operations have been suspended simply because she's the Viceroy's daughter. Everything else gets short shrift, no matter how critical. But it's not my place to say.
Tell me what you do here, Captain.
The Aegis Array deploys hundreds of human and tech assets throughout the periphery. It's my duty to review their findings and recommend where and when to deploy the array to countermand threats. Though right now, those resources have been directed to finding the Viceroy's daughter.
Where were you when Astoria went missing?
I was off station, investigating some recent thefts by Red Abyss, a local pirate gang. Our detention center is full of them. They've been getting bolder lately, going after bigger ships.
Is there anybody who can back up your alibi?
My departure should have been logged. I'll make sure you have access.
Dr. Ulrich claims that you misplaced one of her technicians.
I wouldn't put it quite like that, but yes, a technician named Soledad Attis was one of several individuals on board a recon team that is overdue to report back.
It can't be a coincidence that they're both missing from the array.
It's difficult to say. It could simply be a communications problem. Electrostatic from the neutron star can sometimes scramble comms. But right now, I don't have the resources to investigate.
That's all, Captain.
Agent, if you could keep my outburst to yourself, I would be in your debt.
Despite her personal opinion of Astoria, the captain seems unlikely to work with deserters. The last suspect is Staff Sergeant Dex Rodo, the quartermaster of the Array. I'll leave this one to you.
Nice to meet you. Dex Rodo, quartermaster. Just call me Dex. What can I do for you, Agent?
Pretty casual for a military man, Staff Sergeant.
Just not big on titles. No disrespect intended.
Where were you the night Astoria Durand went missing?
Grabbing some food in the mess?
Am I making you nervous?
Of course I'm nervous. You're with the Commission.
He's hiding something. Peer into his thoughts.
Yes, Agent?
Did you know any of the people who took Astoria?
Coxon and I did a tour together on the Dauntless. He's a good guy, but wasn't cut out for life in the military.
You're not going to get anywhere without using the information from your mentalics. Try peering into his thoughts.
I need to destroy that capsule before the agent finds it. I can't forget the code to the crate. 035.
Don't bother with that. It's just extra supplies.
Agent Ward, may I just say, I am exceedingly grateful for your expertise in this matter. How can I be of assistance?
What can you tell me about the kidnapping itself?
Not much, unfortunately. Astoria disappeared without a word, along with a group of low-ranked soldiers, supplies, and a shuttle. When we checked the records, we found a security loophole that allowed an unauthorized departure. The Array has been locked down ever since.
What do you know about Captain Serana?
One of our best and brightest officers. She handles all of our ongoing recon missions and external teams. If you're obliged, please impart to your superiors my indispensable assistance.
Yes, Agent?
found this capsule that Coxon sent to you. Did you help the deserters?
I've never seen that before. Besides, I wasn't even working that night.
Dr. Ulrich told me you were here, in the TAC.
Huh. That's strange. Get out of my way!
Somebody lock down his location.
He disabled the security grid. Our sensors are down. We need to bring up the emergency schematics. Dex got stuck near the mortuary, our detention center.
If he dies, we lose our lead on Astoria. Ward and I will handle this. Let's go. Time is of the essence. You did a flawless job rooting out the mole in there. Well done. Once we get to the mortuary, you go in first and clear the prisoners. I'll follow suit on the lower floor. We'll catch Dex in a pincer formation. Take this. I built this when I worked as a field agent. It got me out of some tough scrapes. I want you to have it. Good luck in there.
Staff Sergeant Roto ran into this wing.
If you see him, don't let him leave.
Understood. Before you go, someone in the TAC deactivated our entire security system, and all the prisoners broke free. You'll need that fancy blaster of yours. Those Red Abyss pirates aren't playing around.
Back up!
I saw something.
The lockdown sealed the external doors. You'll need your hacking tool. Take the device off your arm and insert it into the sub-ether port. Connect the nodes to override the security system.
Get the Imperial!
followed me here?
I'm sorry, Pap. You always said that Red Abyss was trouble. But no work meant no food. I'll be out of here soon, and I'll make this up to you. I promise.
Hands up, Roto.
Damn commission.
Good work. Now, let's find out what he's hiding. Dex knows where the deserters are hiding. That capsule there contains his dossier. Over there are some personal effects from his bunk. Get him talking, and when he starts to get emotional, knock twice on this door and we'll move to the next stage. Press the button to start the interrogation.
Let me out of here!
Where were you going to meet Cogson and the others?
I'm not telling you that. They're my friends. I won't sell them out.
This hollow portrait we found in your cabin. Is this your mother?
Yeah, she lives out in the wastes.
Be a real shame if something happened to her.
Wait, are you threatening her?
Let's just say it's in her best interests if you tell me everything you know.
She has nothing to do with this.
That's it. You've got him. Now come see me, or keep talking to him.
Please.
We found this in your rack. What is it?
It's called a trimensional thriller. Probably wouldn't interest you.
You'd be surprised.
It's a documentary about the Trigelian insurrections.
Sounds fascinating.
It was an uprising wherein both sides were reduced to starvation. So a captain named Jandiparus suggested that they initiate a fusion reaction.
Did he do it?
Nope. His own sailors hung him.
Is that admiration in your voice?
They were heroes. Overloading their drive could have been catastrophic. They averted a disaster.
They should have respected the chain of command.
If you say so.
They kidnapped Astoria. Don't you care?
Why should I care about some spoiled princess?
Clearly you had strong feelings for her. You were reprimanded for acting inappropriately.
That was... We used to sit together during briefings. I like to make her laugh. But the Major thought I was being overly familiar.
Sounds like you were kind of sweet on her.
Please. Guys like me don't stand a chance with women like that. We're different species.
And because of you, she's probably strapped to a chair somewhere. Cold and afraid.
Astoria can take care of herself.
You've managed to rack up quite a collection of charges in such a short time. Conspiracy, conduct unbecoming an officer, accessory to kidnapping, murder.
Says the one who just atomized every inmate in this cell block.
The punishment for your crimes is death. But I can probably get it softened.
I don't believe you. Once I tell you what I know, I'm dead.
I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Great work. He's ready to tell us everything. He just needs a little push. Would you rather intimidate him into confessing, or give him an incentive to confess? In other words, the carrot or the stick?
He's not cooperating. Time to teach him a lesson.
Each of these rooms open into space. I'll unlock the door, which usually raises the pulse of anyone inside. You can also space Dex by pulling that lever. But if you do that before we have a confession, we'll have lost our only lead.
Wait, what are you doing?
Tell me where the deserters went, or take a swim in the stars.
I'll tell you everything. Just keep the door closed.
Nicely done, Ward.
They went to meet with a pilot. It's this guy I know, Calden Morrow. He's got a ship with a hyperdrive that can take them out of the sector.
Tell me about this pilot.
He's a trader, runs goods from planet to planet. Nobody knows the periphery better than Cal. He's the best pilot in 5 sectors and can talk himself out of any situation. But he's always got an angle.
How'd you meet Calden?
Before I decided to enlist, I was thinking of becoming a trader. In retrospect, I probably should have stuck with that plan. Cal let me tag along with him for a bit. Even offered to sponsor me so I could join the guild. There's a planet that Cal uses when he wants to avoid Imperial ships, Tigra 3. There are these storms that screw with sensors. That was the meeting place. Now, can I get out of here?
I'll tell them to let you go.
Thank you.
Good job. Now we know where to find the deserters. What should we do with Dex? His crimes warrant a death sentence, but it is sometimes prudent to show mercy. It's your decision.
Let's go find these deserters.
I like your enthusiasm. I want you to lead the mission to Tigra, but before you go, I need you to hold out your arm. This is a subdural implant. It will travel through your bloodstream and implant itself near your parietal lobes. Through it, I can monitor your activity, and we can communicate privately.
So you'll be seeing through my eyes and listening to everything I say.
In effect. Obviously, I don't have time to monitor you every second, but I will be notified when you require my attention. This is Major Erinye. She is a member of the Viceroy's Imperial Guard and an accomplished tracker. She will accompany you to Tigra 3. However, you are in charge of this operation, Ward. Are we clear on the chain of command, Major?
Absolutely. Just glad to have a chance to bring these traitors to justice.
Good luck down there.
So, Agent Ward, what do you think we should do with these deserters once we track them down? Haul them back to stand trial, or just take them out?
People don't abandon their posts on a whim. They deserve a chance to defend their actions at a court-martial.
I thought your job was to stamp out disloyalty. They swore an oath to the Viceroy, to their unit, to us.
Approaching LC-1.
You'll drop first. Head into the trenches and make for the last known coordinates of their shuttle. We'll surprise the traitors. Sorry, the deserters.
Tell me more about Tigra 3.
What's there to say? It's large, uninhabited, and the atmosphere spits non-stop geomagnetic storms at you. Even the Imperial Survey Corps ditched it.
Never been caught in one. What are they?
They're what happens when solar wind messes with a planet's magnetic fields. Tigra 3 is known for them. Beautiful auroras. Shame about the magnetic currents that overload just about any power grid. Just touching a router can send 500 amps through you. Worst planet in the Anacreon sector, hands down.
Sounds like you know these deserters quite well.
Wish I didn't. I trained half of them, back when I was second lieutenant.
How often do soldiers desert?
Too often. What we have is a standards issue. Cowards like Coxon and Oluwashien should never have been allowed in the Guard in the first place.
You've met Astoria Durand. What's she like?
Oh, we've met all right. She's got an independent streak the size of the Red Corridor. Hated having an assigned security detail.
You were Astoria's guard?
No. I disciplined the lazy oafs who kept losing track of essential personnel. But really, Astoria is the same as any other great house scion. Naive and spoiled. Self-aware, maybe, but still naive and spoiled.
Don't have any questions.
We'll meet at the shuttle coordinates.
Holding position to drop.
That's you, Agent. Pull the latch next to the door. Good luck down there, Agent. For the Empire. Meet me at the deserter shuttle.
That Major Leos, he's a pompous one. How about we trade? You deal with him, and I'll dodge storms on Tigra.
Not a chance.
at the drop site. Headed for coordinates now. Watch out for patrolling drones. Deserters must have set them up.
Drones move quickly, so aim for its center mass. Nice work, Joel. You have a keen eye.
Come look at this. So much for their shuttle. Didn't think Hoyt had such bad piloting scores.
Thought you'd be celebrating. Isn't their failure a success for the Imperial Guard?
We barely have enough shuttles for regular operations. And these idiots fly one into a trench. They make you look good, Agent. Deserters must have gone somewhere. Help me look around. If we can get into the shuttle, we might be able to climb up to that ledge. Try hacking that. I think I see a way in. Try to blast the lock. Nice shot. Head on up and look around. I'll sift through these crates, see if that provides us any clues. If you want that hatch open, you'll need to restore power. restore emergency power? Huh, nice.
Mother, I know the news has reached you by now, and I wanted to tell you... No, that's not. Mother, please know that I still love you and respect you deeply. This isn't mother. It's not just you. It's the whole Empire. No, that's not right. I can't say that.
What the void are you doing up there, Agent?
What the void?
What was that? We're losing altitude. Stabilization in the left wing is at 40%. How far are we from the rendezvous point? 20 clicks. That's too far. Cal is expecting us. I see a trench. I'm gonna try it.
I think this thing had enough juice left for full power. Nice work. If you fall, I'm not catching you. Go on ahead. I'll find another way in. Try to flank them.
Ward, status report.
I found the deserters' crash shuttle, heading into their camp now. But you already knew all that.
I wanted to hear your take on it. Remember, your goal is to retrieve an alive and unharmed Astoria Duran. Don't let your guard down. We have no reason to presume they won't use her as a hostage if necessary. It's your job to prevent that.
Understood.
Practicing weddings,
Hey, Cox. Nana and I are going out scouting, keeping an eye on the neighbors, trying to keep her mind off more stuff. Back soon.
You found them. Have your blaster at the ready, but don't start shooting unless they shoot first.
Drop your weapon.
Violence is the last refuge of the incompetent. You agree, Agent Ward? Thank you for trusting us.
The Commission will space you for this.
I doubt it.
What the...
You're Astoria Durand. I'm here to rescue you.
Does it look like I need rescuing? We should talk. My people have been watching you, Agent Ward. You exposed our network on the array. Found your way here, and took out our drones without even breaking a sweat. Our organization could use someone like you.
What are you talking about?
We'll get to that. Cogson, take the Major outside.
Yes, ma'am.
Your colleague will be safe here. You have my word.
This is your mission, Ward. Tell me what to do.
I think we can trust Astoria to keep her word.
We'll see.
These caves have been our home since our shuttle went down. Have a look around. We have nothing to hide.
Deb. People are gonna say a lot of things about me. They're gonna call me a coward and say I broke my oath. And I'm sorry for that. But I can't work for these people anymore. The Empire ain't what it was in your day. I got into this to help out the little guy, and now I'm the boot on their neck. Astoria told me about this place where, you can maybe do some good. Maybe someday, once all the dust is... What? I mean, I'm recording right now, can you... Yeah, I know. All right, yeah, I'm coming.
Leos and the others have been lying to you, Agent Ward. I wasn't kidnapped. I ran away. Do you know what this is?
Don't have a clue.
It's called a Prime Radiant. This one was built by my great-uncle, Hugo Amaral. He was a close friend and colleague of Dr. Harry Seldon. You should be familiar with him. He was put on trial by the people you work for.
The Commission has made some mistakes.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. Uncle Hugo and Harry Seldon developed psychohistory. It's a predictive model for forecasting the behavior of very large groups of people. The Prime Radiant stores those equations. Hugo built this one to be a sort of a test. If you're clever enough to open it, I'll show you the future they predicted. Well done. These are the equations that describe the future. Go ahead and touch them.
This must be where it all started.
This is Selden's first theorem, which proves that Trantor, the seat of government and your home, will be ash and dust in less than 2 centuries.
What's this small section?
Steps the Empire can take to slow the fall. There aren't many.
What is this long one here?
These are the wars that'll be fought when the Empire falls. Not to spoil anything, but there will be a lot.
This part looks incomplete.
This outlines what will happen when the Empire falls. Economic depression, reduced planetary exploration, internal revolt.
Wait. What's all this?
When the Empire falls, the galaxy will be plunged into 30,000 years of anarchy and ruin. This is Selden's plan, to shorten the Dark Ages to 1,000 years, and establish a second empire that can restore peace to the galaxy.
What does it mean? The green.
Scientific studies. New data is being added to the plan all the time.
Does the red signify something?
Those are revisions to the plan.
Most of it is black. That means something?
Black is Selden's original work. As you can see, it's held up pretty well considering he's been dead for decades.
Enough.
Very well. I'm committed to Selden's plan to save humanity.
Can we avoid Imperial collapse?
No.
What makes you believe this?
Because I feel it. Don't you? We were born too late. The problems the galaxy is facing are too big to be fixed.
What causes the fall?
Selden laid it all out in his trial. You work for the Commission. You should have access to the transcripts. The short version is rising bureaucracy, receding initiative, the damning of curiosity. Basically death by 1,000 cuts. How about you? Your commission called Selden the Raven. Do you think he's a traitor? Or a prophet?
I see the merit in his work.
I'm glad. But a lot of people don't see it. Or don't want to. Give me a second. What is it?
Ward, I'm giving you a new mission. You need to infiltrate Astoria's group. Make her think you want to defect to the Foundation. Nod if you understand. Good. We all assumed the Foundation had died out. Obviously, we were wrong.
Understood. Our pilot has been located.
Go with her.
I have to go.
I'll come with you.
Why do you care? What's your agenda here?
I can help. I'm good at finding things.
What about your mission to bring me back to my mother?
You were very persuasive.
You flatter like a politician. However, I can't spare anyone to watch you right now, so you might as well come along. This way. Calden was supposed to meet us here days ago, but, well... Now you see the problem.
See.
This is far more than a few raiding vessels.
Ships have been trickling in for the past week, 2 or 3 at a time. Take a look for yourself.
I don't recognize those smaller ships.
Most of this fleet hails from somewhere in the periphery. Those corvettes were probably built on Loris.
The periphery contains thousands of planets. You're telling me these barbarians could be from any one of them?
That's the thing. No single group in the periphery could mount a fleet like this on their own. This is a coalition. Probably 20 systems strong.
What's that odd tower for?
I have no idea. I've never seen technology like that before.
Could be some kind of stealth tech, scrambling the array's sensors.
Could be.
I see a bunch of engraved junkers.
Those are Zor ships.
Who are the Zor?
The Zor helped build the array. They're a minor nation from a planet called Zoranel. It seems like they're in charge. But the Zor Confederation is an insular religious community of scrappers and artisans. Why would they be leading an armada? And what's the target? Regardless, that ship is where they're keeping Calden. I have to go get him.
Offer to go in her place, now.
Wish me luck.
I'd like to help. Let me go.
I appreciate the offer, but why would you offer to risk your life for a guy you've never met?
He's our ticket to getting to the Foundation.
Fine. Take this. That will let you disguise yourself as one of them. Just scan your target until the replication unit has enough data. Whatever you do, Ward, don't call attention to yourself. Whoever these people are, they've gone to great pains to hide what they're doing. If they think the operation is compromised, they'll execute Calden. Good luck.
Watch out down there, Ward. I'm depending on you.
Scan that barbarian technician over there, and the replication unit in your nanosuit will take care of the rest. Just keep out of sight.
I shouldn't even be out here. But the grips are worn through. And whose fault is... Maybe the NK90s would need less repairs if you'd packed them more securely. Imperial spies out here. Galactic Empire hasn't been here since those survey camps. Trash for survivors. Which the Marshal would know if she ever used her damn eyes.
Tasuto, Zoruko.
Tasuto.
You're back early. Find anything salvageable out there?
I found a bunch of rocks.
Rocks on Tigra. Imagine. Go on in. We should be clear to move once that prisoner's been dealt with. Report to Bassa. He needs another technician. The future belongs to the Zor Ardent.
The Zor Ardent? Who are they? Kaldon's on the other side of that cliff. Look for a cave.
This area's off limits to technicians.
Laborer,
if you need something to do, go deal with that crazy zealot over there. She's endangering the whole plan.
I heard there was an Imperial being held prisoner.
Yeah. He's inside getting worked over by Marshal Rosera. What of it?
I was hoping to speak with him.
You're a technician. What could you possibly need to talk to a prisoner about?
I'm having a problem with some stolen tech and thought he might have some insight.
I doubt he'll help, but it's worth a shot. Tell you what, you help me, I'll help you. That ancient tower is supposed to tell us when we need to strike, and Savat's the only one who knows how to operate it. But she's having some kind of crisis of faith or something. Get her to snap out of it, and I'll let you come inside and deliver the news to the Marshal personally.
Is that a shrine?
Yeah. Yeah, I told her it was a big mistake to bring that with her. Most of us have turned our backs on the faith. But both her dads work in the temple as vergers.
You all right? You looked a little down there when you mentioned Savat's dads.
Just reminded me of my mom, is all. She was pretty upset when I joined up with the Arden.
This thing doesn't look broken.
The storms on this rock are interfering with the signal. We need to realign the tracker, but Savat's the only one who knows how. Good luck. I suspect you'd have an easier time finding scrap in a supernova. She's gonna get us all killed.
Forgive us, Cynic, for we lack your caution. Forgive us, Arbiter, for we lack your judgment. Forgive us, Navigator, for we have lost the course. Forgive us, Scholar, for we lack your wisdom.
Crazy daughter of a verger. Grilk said to get it done, and what Grilk wants, Grilk gets.
Forgive us, Singer, for we lack forbearance. Forgive us, Scholar, for we lack your wisdom. Forgive us, Singer, for we lack forbearance. Ugh, what now?
Hey, stop praying and do your job. Bossa needs that tower working.
Are you new, kid? I've been with the Ardent since the early days on Reventlof. I'm not working the damn particle detector. Try to order me around again, and I'll break your worthless nose. Using this precious artifact in this way is blasphemy. The Six taught us that all life is precious, even Imperial lives.
She's not going to budge, Ward. You'll need to use your mentalics to influence her emotions. In this case, to calm them. For this to work, she must be highly emotional. Find a weakness to exploit.
It's normal to feel doubt on the eve of a great battle.
Don't condescend to me, Kibizu. This isn't doubt. I felt this way since Grilk first proposed this plan, but...
But what?
Grilk sponsored me. Gave me a place among the Ardent. I don't want to let him down.
Very good, Ward. Use your mentalics on her now.
You're right. I came this far. Time to finish the work. Help me get the detector up and running. Here. Place the power core in that slot over there. Great. Now go up there and man the console. Listen to it purr. All right, kid. To get a clear signal, you're gonna turn the detector while I tune the frequency. Use that console over there. The storms drown out the frequency every couple seconds, so you need to work fast. If it scrambles, we have to restart. Got it? Found the frequency. Get adjusting. That's it. Good work, kid. Countdown clock has resumed. 6, forgive us.
Thanks for the help.
Go tell Bossa. Once the marshal's ready, everything can proceed as planned.
Nice work. I knew sending you was the right call.
These engravings are breathtaking. Did you do this?
Thanks. I made one for my mom since she runs an engraving shop on Reventloft Station. Just something to do with my hands, really.
It's tough being away from home. You miss her?
All the time. She's the reason I'm here.
Now what?
Go on in and report the news to Marshal Rosera. Should give you the chance to gawk at that Imperial prisoner you were asking about. Just don't tell the Marshal I sent you. All personnel are accounted for.
You can't keep me here. It's a direct violation of the law codes of Abu Ramis. Unlawful imprisonment of public officers of the Empire is strictly forbidden.
This doesn't need to be complicated, Imperial. Just give me the decryption codes, and I won't have to resort to violence.
Violence is all you barbarians know.
Wait, that's not Kalden.
Viceroy Neria won't abandon me. We've met. She's probably already sent a legion of troops after me.
That's Soledad, one of the hyperspace engineers from the Array.
The Empire has no idea we are here. Your only way out of this situation is to cooperate.
Ward, we have to find some way to save his life.
Technician. Don't mess around. Technician. Since you are disobeying my direct order not to be disturbed, I'm going to assume you have something to report.
Repairs to the energetic particle detector are complete.
Good. The attack on the Array can commence.
Who's this?
Imperial engineer we captured a week back. He knows the decryption codes to the Array's jump drives.
Where can I find the traitor?
He's in the next ship over.
Where can I find the traitor?
He's in the next ship over. Press the button on that console, Technician. If they are ready to attack, that means you've run out of time, Imperial. Either give me the decryption codes or die in this room.
Ward, you can't let the prisoner reveal classified information, or it could jeopardize millions of lives.
Please, wait!
Use your mentalics to force the barbarian to pull the trigger.
Don't shoot! I have a family.
You can't let him die, Ward.
I don't want to do this, Imperial. But I will.
Quickly, Ward. Use your mentalics.
I am done waiting.
No!
Good job, Ward.
Vigar, that was rash. I should tell Grilk.
Attention fleet. Cut ship engines and hold position until further notice. Now is strike. Now attention fleet. Now is not the time to strike. Do not let heat signature.
Ward, change of plans. I'm headed your way. Just focus on finding Kalden.
Mining drills. What does an attack fleet need with mining drills?
That's none of your business. Come to stare? You're not supposed to be here, you know. Don't get too close. He's as annoying as the Cynic. If you're all done gawking, get lost. You got a good look. Now back off. This isn't a zoo. Do you ever shut up? You, watch the...
All right, new guard. What do you say? Let me out?
I'll see what I can do.
What, the Void? Never seen something like that before. Let me guess. You're here to help. No need. I had that guy wrapped around my finger. Okay, I would have been out in like 2 more seconds. I'm Calden, by the way. Calden Morrow. Trader extraordinaire at your service. You are?
We don't have time to chat. These barbarians are going to attack the Array. We need to get out of here. Astoria's already on her way.
Wait, they're gonna attack the Array? That can't be right. You sure? I got some bad news, Chief. My ship's kaput. Totally blown.
What happened to your ship?
See, I was about to land when, boom! An anti-ship missile clipped my left wing. You're not a pilot, are you?
Not really my thing.
Fair, fair. Let's just say it's hard to fly against strong winds with only half the engines. Managed to take down some of the bastards before they got me, but, here we are. Any more trivial questions you want to ask me? Or can we move on?
Yeah, hard pass on the trivia.
Thank the Void. Now, I'd love to help you out, but I'm a bit stuck. Fix that, and I can hack this baby no problemo. See that keypad? I saw them do the code when they first threw me in here. Just press the middle button 4 times. There's terrible security in this place. Thank the Nebula. My legs were getting cramped. I'll get started on the systems then. Can't be all that difficult. Ward, you handle refueling the ship. There should be a lever out in the loading bay. Pull it, and that'll start getting the engines juiced up. My guess? Once we start charging the engines, the jig is up. Watch out for any hostiles that come running.
Hey, Mom. I know. I shouldn't have left without telling you. And I've given you 5,000 more gray hairs. I can't just sit by and watch the Empire make things worse for you again. Not with scum like Farcourt hiking up the food prices, and then turning around and offering you a lower rate for the same work? I'm sorry. I hope you're liking the new chisel. Have you made anything with it yet? To Numiko, Zomi.
Space! We're good!
Was that you, Ward? Nice work on a distraction. I'm on my way.
Engines at 25% and rising. We're halfway there, Ward. Keep holding the line. Engine's hot! We're clear to head out, Ward.
Ward, Talden. Glad to see you both alive.
Director! Good to see, she's all set for Terminus, but we need to leave now.
About that, there's been a change of plans. We're returning to the array.
What?
We need to warn my mother about this attack before it's too late. Think about it. If she orders the array to jump out of the system, that could save lives.
I thought that was why we were going to the Foundation in the first place. To save lives.
Don't think this has changed my plans for going to Foundation at all. I just won't stand by and watch this happen.
Wait, what about the others? We don't have time to wait for them.
Don't worry about the others. Meeks has it covered. She'll get them to Terminus safely.
We're all agreed then? Setting course for the array.
Good day to you.
You are cleared to dock. Welcome back. The Viceroy is keen to speak with you.